Good morning. Hear that busy highway out there? You know why you hear that? Because the bus just dropped me off right here at the trail. Stayed a couple of nights in Rutland, Vermont. And I gotta tell you, pretty neat little town. Stayed at the Travel Inn, which was a pretty awesome little motel. Went to the Yellow Belly Deli. Got me some good food over my little zero there. Went to Walmart, shoe department, Dunkin' Donuts, McDonald's. Man, I spent a lot of money. I gotta be careful now. But, yeah. I had to get my 4th water filter, which is finally a full-size Sawyer. Yeah. Spent so much money on water filters this trip. Should have went with the big Sawyer to begin with, but it was a learning lesson. And then I couldn't get one at the last stop, so finally got one now. Hope it works. Hope it lives up to its reputation. So those, I bought some Keens. Yeah. And I don't know the model. But man, they beat the crap out of my feet. And I hate that because I spent $100 on the things. And changed out the shoelaces, see if that'd make it better. Nothing. So I sent them home to Amy and I was like, clean them up and sell them. Yeah, so I'm wearing these Tevas. Let me see if I can show you here. Right. Come on. Where's my foot? Right there. And they're cheap Tevas, but it's only 60 bucks, but we'll see how they do. They feel a lot better than them Keens, but should have went with what I knew worked. On Amazon they still sold the no longer continued service, or no longer continued Merrell sandal I was wearing. I should have just bought some new ones of those. If you learn nothing else from watching 5-O's videos, learn that if something works, don't fix it. Don't even try it. Just stick with it. Anyway, I only think I'm doing 10 miles a day. Last 2 nights had some crazy storms come in. Thankfully I was in a motel. I don't know what tonight's got in store, but I know I will be near a shelter. And I will be done with the long trail in about 3 miles. So hopefully that means there'll be less people in camp and less people in the shelter if I need to get in there. But anyway, I have rambled long enough. Peace. Yo. So I'm playing a game of disc golf out here at Base Camp Outfitters. Just taking a break from the hike. Man, I just saw a huge bear, and I snuck out of there before he saw me. He was walking around the tee pad for number 7, and I'm on 8. Hope he don't come over here. I don't know how good a disc will do. Pop him in the head, that's about it. He's big. I'll keep you updated. Peace. Good morning. Last night I stayed at Gifford Woods State Park. And I broke records yesterday. You know me, Just out here doing stuff, breaking records. So yesterday, I did my shortest trail mile day ever. 3 miles. Woo! Yeah. That's the records I break. Anyway, so yesterday, I took off from Rutland, caught the bus, and hit the trail, went over this small little mountain, and got to the point where the long trail broke off, finally, which I'm kind of happy about, because now I'm just going to be on the AT, and it's not, long trail's not mixed in, which means less people. And so I hiked up and over that small mountain, and I got to about this place right here, and I sat down on that log, and over that way I heard lightning going boom. It's like crazy sounding, and I was like, well, it'll probably miss us, but, and you know, they say no rain, no pain, no main, but I knew that Gifford Woods State Park was back there, and I knew it was only $6 to stay there, and like, if you put in $1 in the showers, you get like a 10-minute shower for $1. So I said, you know what? Maybe my zero wasn't enough yesterday. Maybe this is meant to be. So I went over there, and yeah, stayed the night. Anyway, yesterday, you know, I got that disc golf game in, and it was awesome because I haven't played disc golf since April. And shot from the pro tees, and still shot like 9 or 10 over. But hey, for a course I never played, not playing disc golf since April, I'm satisfied. It was fun. I saw that bear. And speaking on that, I went to drop my trash off at the trash dumpster this morning. And I don't know if it's the same one or not, because it's only like a quarter mile up the road where the disc golf course is. Another bear, and he ran off. I tried to get video of him, but it didn't work out. But he was a big boy. So yeah, lots of bears around here. But anyway, it's 6:37 now. Got up kind of early, trying to be an early bird. Try to do 17 today since I was such a slacker yesterday. So got a big mountain to climb. Quimby Mountain? Quimby? Yeah. Anyway. Peace. Good morning from Wintry Shelter. Yeah, it was kind of wintry last night. I think it was in the mid-40s. It's kind of chilly, but yeah, pretty nice little shelter. I don't know if you can see that back there. Pretty clean. Little fire pit right here. Little privy up the trail. And I had my hammock hanging right down that little path right there. And last night, let's see, there was 2 guys in the shelter and 1 guy in a tent back behind it. Man, the owls, the screech owls, they came in and they woke me up about 10:30 last night. And they started making all their little laughing sounds. It was so cool. And then there was like a, I don't know, sounded like a screech owl that his screecher didn't work. He was struggling and he just kind of hung around all night making noise. But anyway, woke up at 10:30, went back to sleep, and then got up about 3 this morning. There was some critters making noise, but I was going to get up early, but I got up at 5 yesterday morning and I wasn't feeling it, so I slept in about, I guess I got up about 6 and just kind of laid there because everybody was being kind of noisy. So, but anyway, it was nice to rest. And now, I think it's about 8 o'clock, something like that. So I guess I better hit the trail, but only doing about 13 today. That's the plan. But you know about plans. So it's like a 1/4 mile walk up a hill out of here. Maybe I'll change my mind by the time I get to the top of the hill. I don't know. We'll see. Definitely, hopefully won't be no less than 13. It's supposed to rain any time now, and it's supposed to rain all day. So don't mind the rain. I'm fine with it, as long as the lightning don't come in. But it's so cool right now. I don't foresee lightning coming in. Of course, I'm no meteorologist, but I wish I was. Man, get paid to be wrong. That's what I'm talking about. Anyway, I'm gonna stop rambling. See you in a bit. Peace. Yo. So walking along and I'm just thinking, zero hangover is a real thing. Yesterday I did 17 miles. It took me 11 hours to do 17 miles. That is pitiful. And I was struggling the whole way. And I haven't been but a mile. My day may change. But right now I feel 110% better today. I think your body, seriously, it's like when it gets to rest, it's like, nah, we ain't going back to that mess. You're not beating me up. And then when you drag your body out here to do it, it's like, no! And it fights you. Yeah, crazy. But the day's good so far. Now I only got a mile in. And original plans were to do 12. And we probably will still stick with that. 12, 13, something. But it feels like right now that I might do more. But we'll see. You can't never say what you're going to do, because I might get to 13 or 12 or whatever the shelter is and just be like, you know what, I'm done. But it feels right now like I can throw in an extra few miles. We'll see, though. A lot can change. But another thing I was going to bring up is right now I'm in Vermont. And I'm not far from New Hampshire. And you know, I talk about God a lot, and I probably don't need to listen to secular music. But I do, and that's one thing that I've done for many years, and it's probably not the right way, but I'm not perfect, and I still like secular music. think you just got to be careful on what type of music you listen to. But anyway, so I grew up in a household that listened to a lot of old country, and so country's been a part of my life. Just like, when I was younger, I listened to all that hard rock stuff, and I listen to all kinds of music. I mean, it doesn't matter. I mean, I like everything. But I've noticed up here in Vermont, there's a lot of country stations, and that's awesome because I didn't know up north anybody listened to country music. I notice all the stations, they play new country, and there's nothing wrong with that. I like new country, and but I really like the old country. So I grew up where I remember my mother used to clean house on Saturdays, and she'd throw on an old Alabama album, or Willie Nelson, or Johnny Cash, or George Jones, or just any of the old, the old Outlaws, or the old country music. She'd play Hank Jr., just all kinds of old country. And I notice in the South, you get near the Westminster area, there's a station down there, and they just play nothing but that old country, and I love that stuff. Brings back such good memories, and you can't find that. But I don't want to complain, because there's a lot of country stations up here, and every once in a while you get some good music on there, especially on the weekends. Yeah, and so, I mean, but there's all kinds of stations up here. There's several I listen to going through New York, Massachusetts, New Jersey, that were just nothing but 80s pop. And I am a huge 80s fan, so that was awesome. But anyway, I don't know why I shared that, but it's just, every time I think that, it's different up north, and it's so different than down south, it's really not. We listen to the same type of music, we drive the same trucks, we do a lot of the same things, we dress the same. Heck, we're not as different as people might think, never coming up here, only went to New Jersey one time, since that was the farthest I've ever been past North Carolina. I mean, I don't know nothing about the North. And up here, heck, we're really more alike than you think, I don't know, it's pretty cool. Like I say, when we went to that Warwick Drive-In in New York, I was watching a Blake Shelton concert. Man, I thought I was in Andrews, where I grew up, down in the low country of South Carolina. I mean, big four-wheel drives, mud tires, people wearing ball caps, chewing tobacco and drinking Budweiser. Yeah, it's pretty crazy watching all that, Now, I wasn't drinking, because I don't drink, but they sure were, and they were having a good old time. But anyway, long story short, we're more alike than you think. Peace. Yo! Ah, the sounds of nature. And the interstate. Good morning. Stayed in West Hartford, Vermont. And had a good night's rest. Well, somewhat. There was a train. It was loud. People made some noise, but anyway, did 17 miles yesterday after 17 miles the day before. Now I gotta say, my old tail's hurting a little bit today. Yeah, I don't know how you 20-something-year-olds do it every day. Maybe because you're 20-something-year-olds. Anyway, I'm tired. Wah, wah, wah. I know, stop whining. Get your butt up the mountain, Jason. Stop being a baby. Anyway, that's what the little drill sergeant in my head says. Yeah. He's like, stop your whining, you big baby. Yeah. Anyway, got about 8 or 9 miles to go today. It's about 7. Been on trail for about 30 minutes. I've tried to make this video like 2 times before, but it's kind of hard when there's not much light. But anyway, every time I move my head, it looks like the video, like, I don't know, it flashes like bright and not so bright. Hopefully this comes out alright. Yeah. These mountains in northern Vermont are kind of steep. But the terrain's nice. There's not as many rocks. So I'm not complaining about that. I was looking at the elevation profile in AWOL. And not too far up the trail, there's a mountain called Mount Moosilauke in New Hampshire. And that son of a gun goes 3,500 feet, 4,000 feet, something like that. Yeah, we're going to have fun. It's according to what you determine fun is, but anyway. Yeah. I need to stop running my mouth, because tonight I'm going to a hostel, because I really want to shower, and I need to wash some clothes. Yeah. And check-in's at 3. And I still got 8 or 9 miles to go, and a big mountain to climb, so the more I stand here and talk, the more rushed I'm going to be later. Anyway, talk with you in a bit. Peace. Bye, Felicia.